Right, so this is how to inspect the Lagoon 450 bulkheads without doing too much damage to the wood piece trim surrounds. These upper, if you start with whichever side gives you most free, the two uppers, the finishing pieces which are here. This is being filmed on my phone, so I do apologize for the quality. The way I do it is I start very lightly with obviously said scrapers, scoring it, but I use a heat gun. Just be very careful and patient. Once you get it started, you'll find if you use little wedges and keep even pressure without, you've got to be careful not to split these trim pieces, but if you can keep a nice even pressure and work your way down, once you get, it takes a while to get started. Once you get started, you'll find that you'll be able to pop these trim pieces off. Now this is the back side. I've ground these up now because I'm reassembling these mechanically for now with screws, because we're waiting on the reinforcing kits to be installed at a later date when they become available. So in the meantime, take these off, clean these up with a little flappy disc on a grinder, because you just want to get some of the excess glue out. You're going to end up putting these back in with just, I think I use 4 or 5 number 6 screws. We will be getting kits from Lagoon at a later date this year in September, I believe, or October. So you can inspect. You take this, it's best to come on the forward side of the cabin here. Take this trim piece off first, then you can work your way into the secondary piece of trim, which is, excuse me, is this one here. And I've managed to not to minimize any. There are going to be some minor scratches in your face and your finishing areas, but if you're just patient and careful, you can work your way in. Once you get one trim piece off, you can work a corner down, keep even pressure, and they will just, I say, use a heat gun, get it very, very hot on the whatever the sticker or the bonding agent. It's a soft bonding agent that Lagoon uses at the factory. You can see that there. So heat is your friend and patience. We do not try and pull. I learned this on another one. I leave this inner door hanging frame in place, and what you can do is, once you've got all these screws out, because this piece here is screwed and glued to this piece, what you do is you can take a big spatula or something similar, put in a pry bar. We were able to pry this, you get the idea, we were able to pry this open enough. I've just taken this seal out and glued it back in actually, but you can shine a flashlight up under here, and with a GoPro you can actually take clear, precise pictures of the bulkheads. You can inspect them in viewers as well with 2 people, 1 person holding them open, and you flash a light up in there and you can see these ones are perfect. You can see on this side, absolutely perfect. So you will need to take off. The procedure is really to start with this trim piece forward outside in the bathroom here. Get that off, then you can work your way into this forward upper piece. I just started to put these in before I realized I was going to make this video, and then pop these screws out. It frees up this bulkhead covering panel. Take this trim down up here as well, the roof trim, which as you can see is that piece there. Just gives you a little bit more clear room to work with the scraper up here. Just want to work in, pry in, and then you can, there's no need to take this door hanging piece off, and you minimize the intrusion on your woodwork here. Now I just screwed this back together. I did remove this piece to give me, when this is together, to give me better access to the trim pieces, the forward trim piece here. So it can be done. There's 2, and if my phone will pick that up, there's 2 screws in the top here. These are all Torx head fittings. So that's the way to do it with minimum damage to your boat. If you're not getting the trim kit, I mean, obviously we're going to for now be doing drilling and countersinking just 5 number 6 screws that will go on the back side of the trim here, and this trim is back on just for now until we get the like I say, the reinforcing kits from Lagoon. So I hope that covers it. I've just, as I mentioned, just re-glued the stainless kick plate back on the bottom there, because you have to take that up to inspect the lower section of the bulkhead. But yeah, you can do this with minimum intrusion. You'll see there's a few light scratches. I've already gone over and repaired a few. We have this really good Mohawk kit. It's the plastic, comes with a little heat gun and all the colours you can mix and match. That's by Mohawk if you're interested out there. That is that there. It's a really good kit. It's great to have on your boat anyway for doing all these woodwork repairs. It leaves a bit of a waxy veneer shine. You just heat it on and scrape it off, but it does take care of a lot of these blemishes that you're inevitably going to do when doing this bulkhead inspection. It's unavoidable. So hope that helps.